What's up, dudes? Let me show you. I bought myself an entire HobbyZone desk. Well, not desk, but drawers and whatnot for models. This is my first YouTube video, by the way, so bear with me on any kind of quality issues, because I'm sure it's going to be shitty. So, and not get monetized because I cuss a lot, but I don't care. Guys, real quick. Here is my desk, drawers, whatever that I'm going to be working on. This is my model room. Now, this is my workbench now. Spray booth. I have a thing over there to keep the hair from these idiots out of there. Oh, well, this is my... I also have a racing simulator. Shall we sign? Doggies. This is the box that all the HobbyZone crap came in. Tonal. 3D printers, regular printer. A bunch more supplies for dioramas and whatnot. A million things for let me show you. This is all detail stuff. I mean, just piles and piles of it. Decals. So anyway, I'm gonna bring you guys on this journey of me learning how to do some models. Alright, dudes. So update, or dudes and dudettes, or you know, however you identify. Update. So first things first, they have you snap the pieces off. So you see how there's these little groovy things right here? They literally they snap off like this. Okay, you're not doing anything wrong there. And then what I did is I took my Dremel with the sanding tip on it, and I tried the cutting wheel too. The cutting wheel really burnt it and kind of made all kinds of noise, and that's about it. But this throws sawdust absolutely everywhere, but that's fine. So what I broke these apart, and then I just take the Dremel and it makes like really quick work of that. So here's and it's sanded down perfectly level. You're also going to need a lot of wood glue. There's basically wood glue everywhere. I put this paper towel down to kind of keep the glue from getting on my cutting mat, and I've been just putting a bead on what needs. Well, I need to glue one right now. So here's the side piece. This piece is ready. Okay, so I'm gonna run a bead of glue down here, and then I'm gonna use the paper towel to kind of spread it out, and then kind of wipe off the excess as I do it. So grab the instructions, because you want to glue once. Okay, glue once, not twice. You don't want to rip it apart again. So checking instructions. Make sure I have the right piece. And I'm just going to run a bead down here. Run a bead down here. And I don't think it matters the glue you use, but this is the one I'm using, just for your information. And now, I guess I'll put on this side since you guys are over here. It might be a little easier to see. Now I'm just gonna put my side piece on it. It's gonna squeeze some glue out a little, and that is fine. That is totally fine. Now I happen to have these nifty magnetic squares that magnet to my desk that I can use to make sure this is level. I have my airbrush. This one, and I'll grab this one too. And I'll just do it on there, and I will go ahead and wipe off the excess glue, just like that. And so far so good. This is just gonna go on for a while now. So I will check back in with you guys when something new happens. But as for now, this is it. This is what I'll be doing. All right, update, my friends. So I I glued the bottom. The bottom piece was actually the top piece. Had to rip a piece off. This is actually the first mistake I've ever made in my entire life. So you guys were here to witness it. I would just like to point that out. Yeah, these were not in the right spot. They were glued to the top. This was glued to the top. Then I glued this to the outside. It was supposed to be glued in here. So we're on a roll. So that's how it's beginning. Anyway, like I said in video number 1, several mistakes yet to be made. This is only the tip of the iceberg. I appreciate you guys tuning in with me here. There's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 more boxes of them. So it's going to be a quick process. Main structure of the first one. Done. Didn't take too long. I got glue on my shirt. I got, the usual shit, mumbo jumbo. But, just have a lot of tape, because unless everything's perfectly square, it's kind of wobbly, so just make sure you're everything. These didn't exactly fit together that well, so I kind of had to trim the side down with the Dremel a little bit. It's, again, just the oil sanding wheel. But so far so good. Done with this main part now, the main structure of the first side piece. It's going to go over here like so, but I got to do the drawers. So once I do the drawers, I'll be back with you guys, and we'll put the drawers in and start on the next one. Alright guys, day 2 of the whole thing, the HobbyZone Workbench stuff. I completed another corner piece, made the top piece, so I have the whole left side thing done. Now we're working on a 4-drawer module, which there's going to be 2 of these. They're going to go right here. Excuse me. Well, I'm back. I figured I'd at least show you guys, or try to build one real quick. I've already trimmed off there's all these like little tabs. They're not very thick, but I trimmed them off. I used an X-Acto knife. My wife came home yesterday and saw me using the Dremel and the amount of sawdust that was flying all over our house. So, anyway, I went to a knife. It actually is not bad if you kind of hold the knife and use it and push the wood forward rather than pulling the knife down to cut the tabs. It almost works like a table saw type, but in reverse. So, but anyway, okay, let's do one of these. Alright, so they're fairly easy. Step one, is to locate the side pieces. You can usually see the side pieces because they have the magnet holes in them. So, side piece, and let's see. So it's saying to grab, okay, so the bottom piece on the bottom. And on the side piece. Can we go? Oh, this is the bottom. That's where I'm messing up. This is the bottom side piece. And I have these little squares. They're actually magnetic squares, but I use them, and I take and I run a bead of glue down the, you don't need a lot. Just like that. I put the piece on. This is number one to number two. You're going to get a little squeezage out the sides. And I put my square on. And I'll take this out and put my square on. Okay? Grab a little paper towel or something. Just wipe off the excess real quick. Doesn't need to, I don't know how, you know, it depends on how crazy perfect you like to be, but for me so far, it's been pretty easy. So I'll usually just take that and I'll go and wipe that. Make sure to wet this corner. And there's one joint done, and I generally just kind of work kind of quick so that I can kind of tape this into a square shape to make sure it's fully square. So once again, this is number 3. We're going to do another bead of glue down the side. Well, and then we're going to just set this on. Try to get it flush, as flush as we can. And we're going to take, I put the square on the middle part because if you put the square on the sides, it's going to kind of push, kind of make it wonky. So just definitely. Okay. Make sure that's square. Now number 4 is... okay, that makes sense. And this is why you kind of want to work. Sorry guys, I'm having some stomach issues today. So I did this part completely wrong. This is what's cool about doing this while it's still drying, is you can kind of form it still back to where you want it. So and drawers. These must be the pieces from here. What I don't like is you gotta like pick what side you want to be white, man. Like, I mean, what? And if you see what I'm saying, so I'm gonna put this in like this, which I've already messed up on. But we're gonna attempt to slide this bad boy in there just like so, just like that. On top too. So can get back down in there. Grab the other divider, slap it in, and throw this one on the toppy. So what we'll do, and then, so what I'm going to do now is I'm once again going to wipe up the excess. Just comes off pretty easily. You can see it's kind of wobbly, but that's okay, because what's going to happen next is we're going to tape all this, and I'm just using the cheap premium masking tape. Not with me and tape stuff. You guys don't do the stupid shit where you use your $7 roll of tape for this MDF particle board stuff. I just kind of make sure that I press down the edge before I pull the tape down, and then get a good seal on it. So you see it'll start to hold it shape pretty well. It doesn't take long. I get some good pushes in on it, and you can see it's a little wobbly. That's fine though. And you could sit and wait for it to dry forever if you want, so that it's perfectly square. But so far, this way I'm doing it here has worked out just fine for me. So we got, we're gonna tape all sides. I don't want any of this come off. And then once I get all these taped, I'm using a giant thing of lacquer thinner just for weight to kind of hold the joints while all the glue pressed together, because there is no locks holding this stuff together. It's literally just glued with glue. So make sure, you know, you don't have to be that sparing. Jeez, you don't have to be that sparing with it. That piece of tape's not really doing anything. Whatever. Just make sure that whatever joining surface is pushed in before you tape it. Tape it, and then we're gonna go ahead and let it dry. So I have 2 more of these modules going here. So I'm gonna build these 2 guys up. I'll build a drawer up with you guys, and then we'll go from here. So I have 2 more of these modules that are gonna go here. 2 3-drawer modules that are gonna go next to here, and we'll see the rest of it. So, but here's this box here. Now I'm gonna put these on. Make sure these are still square with all that weight on it, and we're solid. So we're gonna let it dry, and then we'll be back.
I sped up the video for you guys. It's at 400% now, so I got plenty more footage of me just building up each module. They're all very similar, so once you see one, you've seen them all. I'll show you the end result, and thanks for watching.
Alright guys, she's done. Finally. It's Thursday. It took 4 days. I got it on Monday. But it's done. I can finally start putting all my stuff in it. Well, thanks for watching, and I guess the next video is going to be my first actual build on YouTube. What should we build?